That's weird. I don't know why you'd sell the steel balls on this side and then place your Vulcan here. It's like they're still trying to maintain something like power differential between the both sides, but I would have expected the shield to come out for the Vulcan. But they go heals. Huh. Well, we'll see if these steel balls make it to the Vulcan. I think that's the first concern for blue. More Stormcallers come out for red, and a little bit more chaff as well. I don't really understand this middle lane that's been developed. Fire bombs come out, which help deal with the chaff. I think it's a little early for that. Not too crazy about blue's plays. I mean, maybe they have a plan. Damn, that nano healing's putting in work though, huh? Do the wasps have enough DPS to take out the Vulcan? No, they do not. Okay. All right. So what kind of an impression is that going to leave on red? Not really sure. They're just going to go for smoke while blue goes for orbital bombardment on the left side. The fire missiles were kind of annoying, and rightfully red puts a flank on this side to get rid of that first volley. That'll allow red's primary force to try to make their way up. Fire comes out on this side now, and I think this orbital bombardment's really gonna screw up some plans. Steel balls will survive it, but I don't think it's gonna do well against everything else. They still have 200 credits left as red for some shields. I'm not sure if they're going to come down or not. I'd imagine that's what they're thinking about. Blue still has 650 credits left after they've already spent 2 of their unit deployments, so it's either going to be tech or maybe like some tower related stuff like these, range and speed. Go for an additional deployment. What's it gonna be? Another Vulcan? It worked out last round. They go for more Stormcallers, more damage. And this shield is still just sitting around. Crash, what happened? We were stuck on Limbo Stream, Hailstorm? I don't know. It should be fine. I haven't had any notifications. Well, the additional Stormcallers for red are taking out the Vulcan now, which is understandable. And that's allowing these wasps to do the work that they need to. Not the strongest plays from blue. Stream restarted? Interesting. I'm not sure if that was on my end. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It looks like it is on my end, though. I don't know when that happened. Because on my Everything looks good on my software. It just doesn't look good on the restreamer thing. I'm not sure if OBS is supposed to give me any notifications if I have a crash or not. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I missed it. Didn't catch it live, so... oh well. Alright. Anyway, we're back. We got some fortresses, some extra meat. Try and deal with all the fire and the flames. That's a lot of wasps, chaff. Good play by the fortress in general. I'd imagine missiles come out next. I think these wasps are gonna end up taking down red on this round. Maybe a couple more fortresses come out with missiles next round for red. I'd imagine blue was kind of regretting the Vulcan pick. Red never really committed to ground chaff very much. They only have like 7 units of ground chaff. Well, I guess the Vulcan is really the only source of ground chaff clear. So I guess it's fine. But now they have fire badgers, which I think is way too big of a commitment at this point, especially since red is probably going to buy more fortresses. That's not a lot of ground damage. They go for a bunch of levels on the wasp, and it's interesting that they went for the air ranged attack. I guess red isn't really committing a lot to anti-air aside from their own wasps now. That marksman specialist really did nothing, huh? I think they just ended up selling it. Did red. And a fortress comes out with the amplifying core. Okay. I don't understand what blue's doing, so I'm gonna vote for them. That makes sense, right? Any air? No anti-air missiles yet. Red's just gonna try to meet them head on, mirror them still, and wow, it's working out pretty good. It's working out quite good. I don't know why I voted for blue when I completely disagreed with everything they were doing. Blue has no ground AA, which is going to be disastrous, and red's going to take this round. A lot of damage too. Why the hell would you vote for blue? What's wrong with you? Oh my god, dog, why you gotta smell so bad? He just passed gas. I missed what the reinforcements were. I was going to say what they were, but I have now forgotten. More fortresses come out, anti-missile comes out, probably for both sides. And we're just gonna keep this mirror match going. I think the placement of red's units and the distribution composition in general is a little bit better. The Vulcan isn't providing a whole lot of value, neither are these fire badgers. Good choice, placing the portable shield on the fire badgers. That's a lot of health. Still no anti-air missiles coming out for red's fortresses, and a really oddly placed shield. Why would they do that? I don't understand. Anyway, I guess they had $100 to spend. It was like, no, just buy a shield. I mean, generally, I like the fortress plays because they're going to take out a lot of the wasps, which are a big issue last round. I think that kind of forces... what does that force? Because red has the same option, but they have more fortresses. Blue has more stormcallers that... oh, damn, these are level 3 stormcallers? That's crazy. Still not killing these fortresses. Oh, so close. All right, round 9. This could be the deciding factor. Does blue just go more fortress? Smoke bomb could be kind of messed up. Nobody goes smoke. All right, so we got a rhino airdrop coming in from red on blue's backside. Oh, smoke already exists for red, which is gonna hurt. Shields coming in. More fortresses. Yep. I understand that. And then on red, they got 1,400 credits to spend. Round over. I think blue loses. Yeah. These shields are kind of screwing up life for both sides, I would say, because blue is pretty reliant on these two Stormcaller units for their damage, and with the low fire rate, these shields are stopping maybe like 2 volleys, which are keeping the fortresses alive that much longer. And this is a level 3 fortress? That's crazy. Is there anything that can take? Yeah, that rhino's dead on arrival. Anti-air missiles come out for the fortress now, and that's gonna really diminish blue's damage output. They're now completely reliant on these Stormcallers. I think blue should have probably sold those Vulcans. I mean, it's a close round. It's just, you know, like too little too late for blue, right? It wasn't that close. What am I saying? GG. I was wrong. Okay, so next time, don't vote for the person I don't understand. Vote for crazy. I worked on that other round, but don't vote for something you don't understand. Let's see what Unrivaled Super Hottie and Unwatered is up to. Ooh, let's see. Well, looks like Assault Marksmen are coming out. I never see it work. I want to, but Assault Marksman just, it hasn't been doing well. There's going to be a tower trade, and looks like we'll probably... Whoa, calm down, mouse wheel. What are you doing? It looks like red will probably win. They have better chaff clear, and no, I'm wrong. I didn't realize how many crawlers were still alive for red. I mean blue. These sledgehammers are going to be beefy enough to keep the marksman alive. Did they get levels? One of them did. I know there was this marksman right here that probably didn't survive long enough to get a level. What even happened? I didn't even see what they picked. There's already a flank. Weird. They're flanking nothing. The flank is so aggressive. There's so many crawlers. Look at that army of crawlers. My goodness. For the red side, you know, they're still not contested over here either. No need for assault marksman yet. And red flank, bro. This game is so loose. Nobody wants to defend. It's like, ah, whatever. Blue's gonna take it again, I think. Maybe not. No, they just don't have the units. Huh. Wild. My stream still working? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I think it was probably something with Restreamer or something. It's a free service. What do you expect? All right, so we got some fortresses coming out on blue's side on the right. I don't know why. I think that's a weird choice. I don't know what that does other than just get them killed immediately. Stalls this tower destruction, I suppose. Fangs end up losing to the wasps. I don't know. Hell of a stall, I can tell you that. I guess there isn't a whole lot of high damage on the right side aside from the Phoenix units for red. I'm not sure if the fortress stall was the right play by blue, because they're still very much not winning the round. Are they? I'm confused. No, they won. Huh. Red goes shield airdrop. Blue just goes for a skip, I think, right? Pretty big commitment to the flank here. Trying to shield up, which it'll help this round. We'll probably get this wasp another potential level, but they've already spent so much of their money on other things, they don't even bother with the level on the wasp. Why wouldn't you do that? Crazy plays. Mirrored flanks here on the right side. A lot of quick decisions. And these wasps come out of the shield immediately and be like, "No, I don't need no protection. It's fine." And those Mustangs got ripped up, didn't they? Overlord comes out to make the right side a little more favorable for red. I'm not sure if... Does blue have the damage? Yeah, they do. There's another weird game. Now, I know red as a player is like pretty good. I kind of feel like blue is just playing so loose that red's like, what are you doing? Did they sell this? No, they ended up moving the level 2 wasps. Oh, maybe they're sold now. I don't see them anymore. No, there they are. They're right here. still without a level. They're acting basically just as chaff, and a very early commitment to anti-wasp with the fortress missiles. The shield is still just hanging tight. It's chilling. It's very weird. I feel like red could utilize this shield in the future, because I don't think these crawlers are going to stick around long enough for the shield to go away. So basically the shield's going to be around for a couple rounds. Its fire is pretty good from blue. I think this fire is pretty funny from red. I would have put it a little bit closer to the units. I guess they are worried about these crawlers getting to the tower. Yeah, a weird missile barrage option for overlords. I don't feel like the anti-air missiles really work on overlords. It's a lot of damage if you hit, but you still got to hit. Mustangs are going to put in most of the work on the overlords, but the formation of the fire and everything kind of screwed up blue a little bit. I'm not sure if these crawlers are going to get to this tower in time to save the overlord. I think blue takes the round again. Enhancement module from red. I think that was a level on the overlord and cell. And water takes heavy armor. Yeah, I don't know what they leveled up, but they still have both overlords, so I don't think they sold one. I'm not too familiar with the situations in which, damn, that's a lot of tech all of a sudden. Significant tech as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the plays are in this type of like rotating battle where each side concedes one tower that is on the strong side of the enemy. It kind of comes down to tower timing at that point, and we've got the fortresses coming out with some additional fangs, and with the close range typhoons, I'm not sure how much that's going to do. It might help with the air units, because I think the fortresses are going to try to stay alive long enough so that they're the primary target, and there's a whole lot of AoE coming from red, so the fangs may just come out and stick around long enough to do the damage they need to do. And with red conceding this tower, the fangs could end up doing quite a bit of damage. Just really a matter of these crawlers replicating and staying alive long enough to really screw stuff up for blue. There enough oh, that slowdown on the crawlers is gonna suck. If they could start replicating, that would have really helped, but it's not gonna be enough. I mean, it feels like blue's sitting comfortable, but only because of the amount of damage they've done. Strategically, like, both players are playing very loose. I got no idea what they're gonna pick here. No clue. Maybe Wraith for blue? These are all horrible options for red. No, Wraith for red. Stronger commitment to freaking air, even though there's fortress anti-air missiles coming out. And blue commits to ground damage, even though I mean, I guess they're trying to take out the shields from the typhoon, I guess. This wasp is the weirdest one. They sell the Overlord so they can make more money. All right, sure, why not? That's fine. Just buy another one. All right, cool. Got more Overlords. Fantastic. I guess. Did they sell one of the Wraiths? No, they just sold the Overlord. So the Wraiths, I know they have 3 of them. There we go. 1 on the flank and then 2 on the front line. Can eat up some of the missiles, even though everything is so tightly packed that the AoE will probably still just hit everything. No? These wasps are staying alive. That's crazy. Well, I'd imagine that blue is really regretting their Scorpion choice. These marksmen on the left side are hilarious. They've just been chilling the whole time. What level are these dudes? 4 now? I think so. Lightning Storm is pretty good for red. I'm not sure I agree with the placement. Lightning Storm, how long does it stick around? Red really needs to make sure that it's already over. Blue one. They didn't take one. I've taken like 50 damage. Damn. This is a really bad Lightning Storm because I understand they're trying to catch these crawlers, but the fact that these marksmen and everybody just also has like free range kind of sucks. Why not put this on the side you're contending and just put like, I don't know, bro, something to slow these dudes down? Weird. Are you even leveling up the tower? You are. Okay, that's good. At least that's happening. Red is trying so hard to win this right side, and with minimal investment, blue has kind of just like stopped it completely. They've just made better decisions. What a goofy game that was. Wow, nothing really happening early on. I mean, we'll try to watch this one. Be a little bit of a countdown for the match, but at least we'll catch it early. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Quick supply with Mustang and Crawler for red. I like Speed Specialist with Tarantula. I don't know why I've got a soft spot for Tarantula. And I know that they had a pretty nasty nerf last patch, especially with the cost of the mines going up as high as it did. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're a pretty fun unit to work around with their health and the rate of fire. It's an interesting take on a chaff clear unit. I don't think it's particularly good against. I don't think it's particularly good against anything specifically. But with like the right tech and a level or two, they could really become kind of a terror. Especially with the right support. I feel like it's a unit that really thrives with good support. Is that an early Phoenix? It is. Thanks to the quick supply specialist. Which is a checkmate play. Unless the Fangs survive, of course. But I don't think that's going to happen with all the Mustangs and Crawlers. My goodness. So many units. How much health do Mustangs have? 343? Pretty weak, I guess. I think it's the fire rate that helps them the most, right? It's only 0.5? 0.4. Yeah. Well, as expected, given the specialist, with an additional 200 supplies on the first round, they take it. I think, well, let's see what the pick is. I think blue has the cost control specialist, which is an additional 50 per round. Sounds right. Red goes for 3 arc lights. And so does blue. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good value, especially with the buff they got this last patch. I think their rate of fire was increased by like almost 30%. It used to be a fire rate of 1.2. Went down to 0.9. And red goes for just 1 arc light flank for now. Uses the rest to protect their Fang units. Sorry, Crawler units. I think is fair. You know, I used to not be a fan of the vertical formation. I always thought it was just like a conveyor belt to die. And like that is still kind of the plan, the whole conveyor belt idea. And with this formation, it's really unlikely that these crawlers ever get a level. But for chaff, I think it works out pretty well. It allows targets to stay active on the field a little bit longer. So I get it. But I think given blue's formation right now, it's not really adding too much. Where did this marksman come from? I think that, did they purchase it this round? It was definitely what they needed. Yeah, they did. That just came out this last round. Rhino Assault's going to be dropped in from red. Is it going to be offensive or defensive for both players? Defensive for red. Waiting for blue's decision. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for the left side here. Even though this is a level 2 tower. Honestly, yeah, putting it there is fine. I would have put it a little bit further down because, like, the reason blue didn't put it in this corner is because they're afraid of a missile, like a preemptive missile, which still very well may happen. I would have just kind of gone straight for it. The red flanks have come in and teleported in. Mustangs get extra range, and that's going to be the carry unit for red, it looks like, for now. And red goes for ranged arc lights without any levels yet. This will comes out for the front line to try and take care of the chaff. Marksman comes in for blue. A lot of 100 cost units on blue's side, which is dangerous. I'm not sure if they're gonna have... I'm not sure if they're gonna get the levels they need to create like a winning composition. Did they save any money, blue? Let's take a look. Not really, no. Skip from both players. Potential sledgehammer levels coming. And there's a war factory. I don't... So the message down here from Unrivaled Super Hottie says, I keep trying Mustang starts, but they are unplayable. I mean, especially if you put them in the very front, it's pretty hard. I think this is just like I can't take it anymore. I'm just gonna go War Factory and hope for the best. And you know, like that's not a bad decision, honestly. like yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'd imagine red takes this round. But blue has a lot of chaff and potentially a pretty easy way to counter with a long-range melting point. Frontline crawler acid could be an option too. Blue is going to take this tower with the wasp flank. I'm surprised that this fortress, war factory isn't just like reaching these units yet. I guess they don't have the range and fire rate yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Been pretty freaking rough though, I can tell you that much. War Factory switch, that makes a lot of sense. They're gonna probably have to upgrade something here, be it range or fire rate. Doesn't have a whole lot of protection against these wasps, so red purchases a Mustang to try and beat those guys, which should work, honestly. I don't think there's a reason why that wouldn't. Arclight flank on the left. Splits up the fangs a little bit. A wasted ion blast now. Crawler replication I'm not too crazy about. I'm not sure that they're taking out enough units for really that to be very useful. I guess most of blue's chaff enough of blue's chaff back here is crawlers, so there's a little bit of an advantage there. I don't think that helps in the long run very much. Not like a horrible play, but I just don't really see that being too handy. This tower is going to go down. War Factory is going to do its job. It's really just a matter of the weak red right side. Are they going to be able to do enough damage so that the War Factory and these, what, like 4 Mustangs? Sorry, there's still some on this side. This squad of Mustangs are going to be able to take out the rest of Blue's units. I'm not really sure if that's possible. They are going to reach this tower and take that out. I think this tower is... I can't click on it. Tower's done. Mustangs still exist. Oh, Red's gonna take the round at some point. Yeah. And I feel like Red's kind of pulled off all the tricks, so now they need to create a good composition around this War Factory, or buy another one. Maybe just buy another one. Blue trying to stick to the air. It is a bit of a weakness for Red now. Yeah, Wraith hangs around. That's understandable. War Factory gets a level. A little more difficult to deal with. Armor here is good. That nullifies the Mustang's damage. Wraiths is going to try to come in and take out that tower. I'm not sure that... Is this a double missile? No, it's just one. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Is Melting Point on Blue's side not the play? Does it not survive long enough to take out the War Factory? They're holding on to 600 supplies. That no Melting Point comes out. There's more chaff. Ooh. Excuse me. Well, like strangers in the night, these wraiths just pass each other. And, how much damage do these Mustangs do? 82? Yeah, the wraith is gonna be totally cool with that, with the armor. Red is still just beefing its way around with this War Factory. Eventually it's gonna lose. Just give it a few minutes. Give it some time. Give it some time. There we go. Not enough to take the game. I feel like Blue is... I feel like it's just a matter of time now, unless there's some magical thing that Red can manage. Ooh. So, like, personally, what I've been a fan of in the past, and it usually works out accidentally, but if, like, Blue were to place a Acid, yeah, Acid's a good play. If Blue were to place, like, a backline Melting Point, so that it's still out of the range when the War Factory destroys this tower, and then eventually, after the tower is done with its debuff, Melting Point comes back online, and then it outranges this War Factory. I've seen that work a few times, and as long as you have the chaff clear, which I think Blue does, it works out, because the backline Melting Point will take care of the remaining, like, medium to high health units. Acid is still a good play. The air play on Blue's side is okay. Red is for the most part conceding the right side. It would be nice if they can get past this a little bit faster. The missiles are kind of slowing it down. Rhinos fight each other up here. Feels like there's just going to be a lot of busy work for the first half of this round. I think we'll just end up with the same result as last time. Unless Red's air units really make a huge difference, but the acid here is honestly making a very big difference, isn't it? Wow. Wow. And now it just comes down to Blue trying to beat these air units, which I don't think they do. So Red is going to take the round. Wild. War Factory got beat, but who cares? I'm in the air, fool. Acid Blast? Yeah, you already have acid, why bother? War Factory's gone. Melting Point would still be valid. I'm curious what trick you're gonna pull now, Red. You're going full Overlord plans. Field Maintenance Wraith. Hard Attack Wasps. Mothership coming in from the Overlords. Strong Snipers against air. Round 8's a GG. I don't know, bro. I would say Blue takes it. This is either going to work. This is either going to work very well or very poorly. These beacons are so aggressive. And these wasps are so squishy. I mean, if this Wraith can tank all the damage that's heading its way, you know, like, that's great. We will see. Oh, these poor... Oh, what a waste. Alright, well, Red takes it. Very convincingly. That was like the riskiest play. I don't know what Blue's plan was there. No range on the wasps. Their fire rate isn't that good, dude. Oh, what a steamroll. Are these all level 1? Yeah. Rough. Let's see what Dio and Horrible Will are up to. Round 7. Well, a lot more War Factory. A very close melting point that was just purchased. Huh. Huh. I'm not sure if there's enough chaff clear over on Red's side in order for these melting points to ever reach these war factories. This is a very interesting beacon. Not sure what this Rhino is supposed to be accomplishing. Definitely not accomplishing very much, is it? Yeah, that was a very odd beacon. For blue. I don't know why they sent a rhino backwards. Did it run out of range of like a melting point maybe? And it just was like an annoyance to the melting point? I don't know. Maybe. It was only level 1, I think. I really don't understand why. Why would you do that? Anyway, redeployment. Just redeploy the freaking rhino, please. Or do you go lightning storm on round 7? Yeah. Redeploy. Moving around this rhino is pretty cool. They have cost control against speed specialist. Speed specialist with rhinos pretty good. I would imagine blue has to commit to some tech on the war factory. There's the range. Range on the melting points, level 2 melting point. A level on these crawlers. Sure. Sure, why not? What the frickin'... Yeah, whatever. Are they going for production? Is that why he's doing that? Yeah, steel ball production. Alright, yeah, whatever. Why not? Well, this war factory is going to be walking back and forth for the next couple of years. Meantime, melting points are just going to wreck these shields and whatever other medium-sized units are around, and eventually these war factories are just going to die. The general composition of red is just a bit too strong, I think. A lot of votes coming in for blue, though. I don't follow. Another level on this melting point, and then if you give the suck to this melting point, then never dies. And they still got these chaff clear Mustangs, so it's looking pretty good for red, I'd say. Wraith, Fire Badger, Vulcan, Scorpion. Well, blue is committed to production now. Well, war factories at least, and they go for Fire Badgers to try to minimize the amount of chaff that's coming in. They're also going to light up the oil sitting there from last round, and they'll get rid of the crawlers. They still have some backline fangs, does red. Assault rhinos coming in. I don't think that does a whole lot. I mean, we get a GG, and I don't foresee blue doing well enough that they do 3,888 damage. Interesting that they level up the other war factory and purchase this wharf. Huh. Well, Dia doesn't move the rhino. All right, here we go. See what we got. Very interesting beacon here. Steel balls are coming out every 6.5 seconds. War factory still at full health. Electric missiles coming out from the melting points. The melting point has eyes on the target already. That's going to be a GG. Especially with electricity. Electric missiles coming out. Did they get level 3 on the melting point? No, they decided against it. That's fine. Things gonna just disappear. Yeah. All right, I'm tired. That's gonna be a stream for me. I will damn, only an hour. Felt like I was streaming for what do we have? Felt like I was streaming for 3 hours and 2 minutes. Weird. Wonder how that happened. Anyway, I'll be back someday, sometime. Everybody have a good one. See you later. Bye.